Hello, government students. This is Mrs. Polisky, and I have notes for Chapter 9, Section 4 Legislative, Economic, and Party Leader. So, we're going to go through and we're going to talk a little bit about what this really means. So, when we look at our president as the legislative leader and economic planner and party leader, the legislative leader, our president for the most part, gives an annual State of the Union address. I mentioned before that this is something that used to be written up as a letter, and then like a aide to the president would go to the Capitol and read this to the members of Congress. But since the Woodrow Wilson administration, presidents have made it basically a duty of theirs to go in person to talk to Congress. And since the advent of film and television, this is something that is usually given or broadcasted on TV so that everybody in the nation can watch it at the same time. Presidents, for the most part, are involved in drafting and negotiating bills. They do have helpers that are working within the White House that will contact members of Congress and have pieces of legislation introduced. They can sign and veto laws passed by Congress. That's probably one of the most important duties of the president, it's right there up in the top 5 duties. And then finally, they can call Congress into special session, especially if there's a pending issue that has to be dealt with immediately. Economic planning. Our president submits an annual budget to Congress. They will also report economic issues to Congress so that they know what's going on. And then finally, they can appoint the head of the Federal Reserve System. The Federal Reserve System kind of is involved in our banking. It helps determine our interest rate for borrowing money in the United States, and primarily interest rates for banks to borrow money so that they can operate. So that person is appointed by the president, but for the most part, they work outside politics as far as what they're doing. But our president certainly does have a say in who is sitting there. As a party leader, our president gives speeches, attends fundraisers, support their party and the other political candidates that are of their same party. They select the party's national chairperson. They help devise an election strategy, and a lot of times they will select a person that really kind of deals with that entirely. And then finally, they appoint party members to political office when they can. All right. Thank you so much.